Welcome back to The Perspective. I'm with Anko Marotra from AbraResto, and he's just given me a pen. We were discussing the user experience and specifically the Indonesian user. What differentiates the Indonesian market from others?
Sure. From the Indonesian market is, from our perspective, well, of course, it's very dynamic. It's very community-driven, and highly social. So three of the key differences. Well, I'll give you an example. In Singapore, when we have our website, we found out that less than 5% of people sign in using Facebook, or sign up to the website using Facebook as a login button. In Indonesia, we see more than 98% of our signups are using Facebook. So people are very social and happy to share, share publicly information, right? Which again is a positive signal for us. If you like a place, ultimately we are driven by reviews. Review is a key focus, right, for AbraResto, to make sure we get more reviews, which will help the community, which will help other people find great places to eat. So we want to push the concept and the idea that, guys, if you love a place, or for that matter, hate a place, don't keep it to yourself, share it. And that sharing culture is highly predominant in this, in the Indonesian culture to begin with. So, which makes it very, it makes it like a much better market for us compared to some of the other markets in Southeast Asia.
What do you do to appeal to people online? How do you bring people in?
Sure. Well, we have, of course, one of the things we advertise and we tell people and we share is that, look, we have the largest database of information, right? Whatever you're looking for to find, you can find it here. But at the same time, we want to reward the active users in our community. We are trying to create a community both online and offline of food lovers, foodies, people who are really passionate about food, right? And they are passionate about sharing their experience, whether taking photos, uploading, and this is something we want to reward. We want to reward this behavior by what we have launched recently in December, by something called carrots. It's well, it's a pun on the dangling a carrot, but it really is our own loyalty and point system that we have incorporated in AbraResto. So everything you take in terms of writing reviews, uploading photos, commenting, or mentioning another person saying like, oh, I like your review, you're very correct. So anything of this nature, you collect points and carrots. And these carrots can be redeemed for a whole array of things, whether it's a dining experience, vouchers for a restaurant, a spa package, or we are even working with our third-party agents and travel agents to do things like 3-day, 2-night trip to Jogja, 3-day, 2-night trip. Recently, we're running a campaign where you participate in a food review competition, and you can actually get a trip to Bangkok, all expenses paid. 4-star hotel, flight there, a tour of Bangkok city, and as well, you get to go to a Michelin chef restaurant where the chef actually sits and shows you the food he's cooking and talks you through the meal. It's a great package, and so we do various campaigns like this, as well as on an ongoing campaign, the Carrots program, to reward active usage of our community, active community, and engaged users in our platform.
Moving on, how do you make money?
Good question. That's always the most important thing, right? We have, like I was saying earlier, we have two sides. We've been focusing mainly on the demand side, getting users to come to the platform. But just as important is the supply side. And what we are trying to do is help the SMEs, the small, medium businesses, and the medium-sized restaurants to small-sized restaurants. Of course, the extremely large chains, they have their own marketing department. But the medium-sized ones, we want to help them market to a big, large audience in an economical way. So for us, we try and get the demand side, we get the users to come to the platform, and then we're creating a platform which allows these restaurants to market themselves, their events, their promotions, happy hours, whatever you might be that they want to advertise to bring people in. They do various marketing campaigns. We don't want to touch that. We don't want to necessarily take away. We're not Groupon or a deals site where we're saying we need to we are giving massive deals to customers and you need to cut your costs. We are essentially saying, look, you do whatever promotion you're doing, we will find economical way for you to advertise on our platform. Mm-hmm. And that's the channel for money. By providing these restaurants with a platform, a restaurant management system we give them, which allows them to advertise to a massive audience. Right now we have over 500,000 registered users, 500,000 people who have signed up to AbraResto. So we're creating
Let me just hold you there. We're going to go to break and we'll be right back on the perspective talking about the numbers from AbraResto.